Away. Right, we'll work a little bit different today because I'm already on the screen. You should be seeing the Embed Studio screen now, and that should be open. So I'm just going to start and call up a design, and I'm not going to call up the actual design. I'm calling up the design that we worked with last time, and I've resaved it as part 2 so that we can just call it up as part 2. So for that, we're going to go to design, right, and corner at the top, the word design, and go down to open. Yes, yeah, I should have it as open recent. It's open recent. I can find it there as well. And I'm missing something. Let me just turn on. Yeah, that will work. Design, right. Open recent. And then I should pick it up as the January 2009 part 2 class, the EOF file. And I've looked lately in the last 2 weeks, there was a few people that had a problem and forgot to, in the groups, forgot to save the EOF files. And then it's not that easy to go back and fix a design. In most cases you'll have to go and redigitize it. So, right, here's our little girl that we're working with today. And let's go 3D view before we start doing anything else.
Love what you did. Out.
Okay, the idea.
Now that turned out so much better, Phil, than what I tried to do.
But it's not there yet. I would like to take you through the process. What I did with the jacket, the left panel of the jacket, is I basically did that. Funny enough, because I want to show you something there, is in one solid piece. You could do it in 2 pieces. You could do the sleeve part as one, and you could do the rest of the jacket as one. But I've decided to do it in 2 pieces. So, and I'm going to use the embossing tool. And before I do that, I need to go to the right-hand side of my screen. And I've got the 2 hands there. I'm going to move those 2 hands up so they're out of the way. Right-click, join them, and just move them with using my right-hand portion of the mouse, my right-click on the mouse, and move it up all the way and insert it before position number 2. What I would like to have is object number 10, which is the jacket part. That should be my very last object. Otherwise, when I start doing my embossing, I might emboss something that I didn't want to do. So you need to make sure that you always have the item that you're going to work with. If possible, move it down to the last item, and then when you finish, move it back into its place. So we're going to work with the jacket part. And from here, I'm going over onto the image button at the bottom, not the normal button. So I don't want to see anything in front of me. I just want to see the image. I've selected it. You can see that this area has been highlighted. It is selected. So I need to go down now to the image section. I'm going to click on the image so that I can go in and see what that jacket looks like. And I will most probably zoom in a few times. Okay, from there I could already see some stuff. Right, let's have a look at the jacket here. If you look closely, you should be able to see that from a hand there's a collar section going up.
Oh, barely.
But it's there. Let's see if we can get closer. Okay, let's see what happens now. That's the problem with a photo. If your photo's quality is there, it's difficult really to figure out. But you need to see these things. Can you pick it up now? See the collar part there where my mouse is going. Let me just go and change my pen quickly and just go and highlight that. So we have a collar that's going around that area there. And if I look at the sleeve, if I go and look at the sleeve, I need to just scroll down a bit. And I can see the sleeve is going here. So let me go and highlight that for you. You should be able to see the highlighting pen on the screen by now.
Yes.
Yes. Almost looks like there's a pocket too.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I can see because it looks as if the sleeve is going like that, going up, and then there's a fold in the sleeve here as well. Okay, and is there anything that you see that I don't see? Oh yeah, I see the pocket, and it looks like a welt pocket, eh? Go and find that. So we've got a pocket section there, and that goes down very much like that. Right. I've already done the top section. I've already done this section at the top here. And now I need to go and put that pocket portion in, and I'm going to use the embossing tool on the left hand side. You see the screen has changed, it's fine. So right, let's go down and see if we can put that emboss section in there. So I'm going to start off, and because this is just an imprint into the fabric, it's not creating extra stitches for me. It's not a different color. It will just create the imprint into the existing fabric and existing fill area that we've used there. And I'm just going to take that up to there. And I don't want to close stitches. That's fine. That looks fine. Right. Be visible. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so now we go and we say generate stitches.
Philip, why didn't you close the ends?
I'm scared if I close the ends it'll give me a different effect, and what I actually want to do is I just want to put a line into it. So I can go and call it up again and see what the difference is, but I would prefer to just have it aligned, and because it's like the pocket section in total, I would rather get it as close as possible but not really closing it. Let's just go over to 3D and have a look what it did for us there. You should be able to see the object now.
Oops, sorry, Philip. I'll shut this off.
I'm just waiting for the screen to change quickly.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You see,
Boy, that makes a huge difference.
and that small little portion there at the top, where I didn't close it, it doesn't really make the difference, because if you look on the right hand side, it gives you that stitch also that's there, and it doesn't really look as if that's a problem. So I'm going to put that in now. Let's go and do the sleeve section. And you can't really work through. If I go into normal view, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you go to normal view now, you will not be able to see through this where that actual pleats and folds in the sleeve is. And can you see now? You should be able to see it now. That you can't really see through this where the folds is in the garment. And that's why I go and work in image, where in image I can really see what is going on. Right, we're still there, so let's go and put the next emboss line in. I'm going to pick it up from the back line here. So I'm actually doing some stitching tonight, sewing, you know, normal dressmaking quickly. My fabric is a bit dark, so somebody is awake. Right, and from here, before I go down with my sleeve to the bottom, I'm going to go up and I want to put that fold section in there as well. But perhaps let's just go and come back.
Oh, you're putting in the fold. Wow.
I'm putting the folds into the sleeve so that I can have the effect that that you can actually see the sleeve. And going down. Something happened now. Okay, you still can see my screen, so that's fine. And now there's a fold going over the sleeve at the bottom at the elbow area. Taking that back. And then we're going to go down to the hand. Right, you should be able to see that. Let me go and generate stitches. And then go over into 3D view. That's done. I'm just waiting for generation of stitches, and we're done, we're finished. Right.
Really makes it, defines it, doesn't it?
I couldn't see where the other stitches was. Remember, we were in image view, so we couldn't see all the other stitches that was there. What I see is in this area here. Let me just see even if I can. I think I must use the highlighting pen quickly for you there. This area I need to fix, and there's still an area there that I would like to sort out. So I need to fix that corners there where the pocket gets together, the sleeve, that this doesn't look like the pocket there. I need to fix that. And I need to fix this line at the bottom for the sleeve. Although that fold goes down, sorry for that English. I need to fix that and sort that area out there. And then on the collar at the top, I saw there's a little line missing there that I would like to put in as well, to split the collar into two sections so that that effect is also there. So let's go and do the collar quickly. Are you with me there?
Yep.
So now on the right hand side in the part section, I need to pick up the part that I was working with, and it's part 2. So I'm going to right click on part 2 and go into edit mode. I can see it, and now you can see I can see all the bits and pieces, and this is where I can now go and fix this mistake. And I'm going to bring that in a little bit closer to the side. And I think that will do it. Should look fine here. Okay, and then go and generate stitches. And I will go and edit part 4 on the right hand side as well, because I would like to split that collar into 2. You see what happened here? That's fine there. It was Elizabeth that muted herself. Right, so we've changed that now, and you'll see that the sleeve Looks a little bit better than it was before. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now we can go up to the collar section at the top. And I'm just going to go and add that straight piece in. Just to create the illusion that the fabric is actually going over that corner there. Just waiting for the screen to change so I can show you what I've just done. You'll see now that this portion that I'm adding into the collar, I've actually did a small bend in it so that as if it's going into the collar section at the top. You should see it coming through now. That's where the line goes. From there all the way down to there. So let's do the impression, generate stitches. And see what the effect is that it gives us. Yep. I get excited and you can't yet. Right. If I now look at the design, object number 5 in the design, I would like just to move the line that's going to the back of the shoulder line a little bit longer to give me more of a indent there. So I'm going to go and edit that and just move that line a little bit closer to the edge. I'm just waiting for that line. You'll see that collar. I'm listening. Was there a question?
I just heard some background noise.
Okay, that's fine. Go up there, I'm going to press insert. Insert another note so that I can control this collar portion here. And then generate stitches, so that should be finished. We should be finished with the right hand panel of the garment. Yep, that's more what I would like to have there.
Boy, that sure helps that solid black look better.
Yep, you should see nearly the full jacket now. And you can now, with the indents in the fabric, you can actually pick up there's detail there. And we didn't change the color. The color was exactly still the same. It's still a one color job. The fact is that we've created that extra indents into the fabric, the embossing part there, giving you an extra dimension into your garment. We can now go and click on the total area and then perhaps work with parameters and see if we can find a better fabric fit or a closer fabric fit for this jacket. I've just changed it now from fold 5 to fold 2, and let's see if that will give us a blazer effect. I think fold 5 was close. I think it's something that we can vote on.
What's the diagonal line?
Judy, you're talking about the one coming from the pocket going down.
Yes.
At stitch
It
direction.
actually comes from the lapel.
At stitch direction, that's your join that the computer shows you now. If you stitch it out, you must probably find that it'll stitch the bottom section first and then go do the top section, or vice versa. It's not going to move over from the one area to the other. And to get that out, we need to do one of two things. Just tell me quickly: is this fabric better than the Fold 5, or was the previous one better?
This is Carolyn. I kind of like the other one better, but I think they're both good.
You'd almost have to see them stitched out to know, I guess. This is smoother.
It is a smoother. It is a smoother effect. Right. To sort that line out, the line that Judy is talking about is the line that is going from top to bottom now, and I'm going to again use my highlighter to show you where this line is running, and that is because the program on the computer screen is creating that. You won't see it when you stitch it out. It shouldn't be there because it should join exactly perfectly, but on the computer you can see clearer what's going on. So I'm going to fix that, and the way to fix that is to basically go to your parameter screen and then look at your degrees, and you need to change your degrees to get away from that effect there. So I'm just going to move my degrees about 15% from where it was, slightly down to the right, so from 35 to 15, it's 25 degrees. We'll change that, and let's do something crazy. Let's go and check and see if we can add a wave effect to the garment, but just slightly. And that might also take that away. Right, I'm waiting for generating of stitches. So we'll see what it does for us now. Yep, this looks even better. And nobody's getting
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Big difference.
Okay, so the wave effect is giving us extra shading in our clothing piece now, and now it looks more like a real garment that she's got on. But that's enough sewing time. So let's go and work with the face, because we said today we need to go and play with the eyes and the mouth. Any questions up to now?
No, that is really beautiful compared to what mine turned out like.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go and save. And now, right, we need to cut the eyes out and cut the mouth out. And I'm going to show you two ways to do it. The first way is, again, we are standing and we're going to work with a face now. So therefore I'm going to take object number 1 and move it into the very last position. So that I don't have anything else that's in the way. Because remember, when we cut away also, we need to be on the object where we're cutting away. And I'm going to go into image and zoom in. And then use the cutaway icon on the left hand side. Click that. And although I can't really see where the stitches is, it's not important, it doesn't really matter that much. I can see my graphics quite clearly. So I'm going to cut portion away there and then come down. And when we get to the eyes, I'll show you an alternative way of doing the cutaways. Was anybody brave enough to have a look at that tapestry design that we did in the last class?
I started it, Phil, but this is Caroline. But honestly, I'm still working on the cross stitch lesson.
Okay, and that's fine. Right, so I'm cutting it away. I'm listening.
Well, you've given us so much information that it's hard to know what to work on next. You know.
That's fine. Right, let's go to 3D. And you'll see that the mouth, the teeth section is completely cut out of the mouth. And I would like to now go and add lips to it. And we're going to do the teeth and the gums with normal stitch, normal full stitch. It's going to give us a better effect than using the stigmata stitch thing. And this stitch we need to fix. We can only fix that in editor. We can't fix it anywhere else. The one that's running from the top of the mouth to the bottom. Right, the next part now is to go and show you the alternative way of cutting something out. I'm going to the image side, and I'm just going to go up so that I can get to the eyes. And this child has got such lovely eyes. Right. Now, to do the cutout for the eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use normal full stitch. So I'm going to use full stitch, click on full stitch, doesn't matter what color it is. Let's go and select black. Use full stitch, and I'm going to do the eyes, the portion that I want to cut out, as a full. What is that? Close objects. Let me move it more. That looks fine to me. I need to move that a little bit that way. There you go. And this is the problem when I start concentrating like this, the mouth suddenly closes as well. Right, generate stitches, and it's done. Full stitch again, and I'm going in on the eye on the right hand side. Because sometimes we try to work through stitches that's there and you can't really see properly what it is. So if you go and work with your artwork, it just makes it that much easier. There is some stitching that I would like to have out of the way. Here we go. That looks fine to me. Generate stitches. And I'm going over to 3D. And we should have two black eyes. Everybody with me on the eye side?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is an object number 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to go and stand on object number 11, which is the eye on the left-hand side. And then from there go to convert. I just need you to see what I'm doing. Go to convert. And you'll see right at the bottom, it says convert full to opening. And it's now going to cut that piece away from me. And then I'm going to do exactly the same again, because 11 has now disappeared. It's moved in. 12 has moved back into position number 11. I'm going to use number 11, the new one, new 11 now, convert fill to opening. And then get back and just generate stitches. And you'll see it's another way to cut an object away is to basically do a full stitch over the area. And what we basically did is we joined the two designs together, except that we used the full stitch as a cutaway. Right, now you knew that, Judy?
Yeah. The stray stitch is gone too.
Yeah. So that's out of the way. Right. Now let's go over to image, and I would like now to go to the eyes and go and do the eyes. And for the eyes, we're going to do a white stitch, soft grey on that on both ends of the eye. So there's two sections there. Then we're going to move over the color of the eye. We're going to put the black in the portion, and we need to put the white sections in there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would put another color over 5, and then 6. So there'll be 6 colors in the eye. Right, so we're going to start off with a soft grey, normal full stitch, and we'll move the eyes in underneath the face in the final section of this, final section with that when we're finished with it. We'll join the eyes together, make them one entity, group them together, and then just go and, okay, that's done. Stitch direction, slightly off 0. Full type, definitely not full type 1. I would like to go for a full type 5 here. Yep. Random, where's random? Random 2. Random 2 should give me a better effect. And the rest is fine. And the area is not that big, so I don't need to have all that underlaying. So I'm going to take one of the underlaying out. Let's go and generate stitches. And then create a connection stitch from there to the next one. I stopped at the top there, so I'm going to create a connection stitch from there to the other side of the eye, and then generate stitches and create my new full area. Coming down. Up close areas, close edges, and just bring that line in close enough so that we can see what we're doing. Again, same thing, stitch direction is slightly off 0. Take the middle full away, and we've gone to random 2 and generate stitches there. I think I'll show you the stitches, the eye, when we finish with it. So at this point, let's just go and look at this. Now the next part is the color of the eye, and that should be a bluish gray. Come on. Alright, so let's go for that. Right click on my color bar on the color icon. I'd like to go more to a blue color. So I've moved into the color selection field there. And see if I can pick up color shade that will work for me. Okay, I think I'm going to use that. Let's go in for there. So it's red. Let me just write it down. It's red 119. green 138 and blue 149. I've got that numbers when we get to the other eye. It's 100%. And I'm going to select that color, and now I'm going to start with the eye. Now to look at the eye, I would do this eye with a satin stitch and not with a normal full stitch. So I'm going to select my satin tool and start off the close end there. Very close together, not too close, and then switch over to the outside section of the satin. And I'm going to use my envelope 7. Insert a dot there, just to zoom in a little bit more. Remember, we're going to hide the eye behind the face. So at this time, I just need to make sure that I get the effect done that I'd like to have. There we go. I need to make that more round on the right hand side. There we go. And now go to the parameter section. First thing I want to do, I want to change my envelope to, let's start off with 2 as the test drive. And the sample, I would like to use that number 2, 4. We've asked Dusan today to give us numbers on the sample section as well, like he's doing with on the envelope. Because on the envelope you can see there's a little number there, number 2. On the sample side there's no numbers to it. And it makes it that much easier if we do training that you can actually say, you know, you're working with sample so-and-so. Alright, let's go back to normal view. I just need the screen to change there. Right. 3D. 3D doesn't work for us that well, but you should have an idea on 3D what I'm trying to achieve.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to work with 2 colors. So the first thing, I'm going to just take this and look where it is. That is the shadows at the bottom sticking out there. So I'm going to take this object now, and go and reduplicate that. Transformation icon at the top, and apply to duplicate immediately. And then edit the duplicate. Where do we go? Where do we go? Edit. There we go. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change on the second eye portion, I'm going to change my density and reduce my density from a 4 to about an 8. Close to that, fine. And I'm going to change my envelope type that I'm using there to a 6, 7 perhaps. And then go and say generate stitches, and I'm going to change the color of this section. Let's see if I can. It's still, we can still increase the density there. Parameters, density, take density up even more, about 11, 12, that's just about 11. Let's see. Yep, that's more what I would like to have there. Right, and now we need the center black area of the eye. And for that I'm going to use straightforward, I'm just going to use the normal full stitch. Move that into quarters, because in most cases that is exactly close edges. And change my stitch direction there. Generate stitches. Parameters, I need to have an extra note in there, and my stitch angle is not working. It's better. And if I go to the image, I've got the 2 white spots that I need to push in on that eye. So I need to go and select white at the top and need to, and these might be about 4 stitches at the most. Close edges, generate stitches, sorry, 12 stitches. And then the second one, close edges and generate stitches. And let's get back to 3D. Alright, did I not? Oh, I did generate stitches there, I'm sure. Alright, there's something wrong here.
Too tiny, maybe?
It could be, but perhaps there's a crossover. I'm going to go and have a look and see what I did.
I did that once also, Phil, and I never could figure out what I did wrong.
You know what happens, Caroline, if you have a crossover in your stitches, it's like water. If it can't run through something, it will basically stop the whole thing from appearing. And in most cases, that's normally what happens. The fact is, yeah, it is possible that it can be too tiny, but don't like it. It's not showing. I'll rather make it bigger then, so, because we need to have that second spot in the eye. Even if it's only 5 stitches, it's fine. Yep, there we go. And now let's go back to 3D so that I can show you what that looks like. And let's put the face back on. And I'm just going to join the whole eye section. I'm going to group that together and join the
Wow.
Yeah, what a difference.
Okay, and that should now go into position number 1. It should basically be done before the face is done, so that it's actually done and the face portion will go over there.
Beautiful.
Let's see what it looks like there. Here we go. Questions on the eye? So we used
Well, I've learned a lot.
full stitch, and instead of stiff marter for the eye, we've used for the white sections of the eye, it's only those can we call it the sparkles? 2 little white spots in the eye that you'll use white for. The rest we will use a grayish color, soft gray, soft blue gray, and then on the what would you call that? Elizabeth, help out. What is it in English? The color of the eye, that section.
The iris.
That's it. That's it. We need to have 2 colors there, and the bottom color will be of a 4 density in a satin, and the top color will be of a 10 to 12 density. It can be exactly the same size, but you need to change your sample so that it is of a different sample there, and with a different density it will give you that effect there. So if somebody has got like greenish color eye, you'll have a green color at the bottom with a brownish color on top, and that will give you the green brown color combination there. Right. So now we need to go down and look at the mouth and the teeth. So again, I'm going to move over into image mode and then look at the teeth, and we will do the teeth in white, but separately, each one separately, because we can do that. And I would like to do the mouth as well. So let me just go and find a color for the mouth. Right click on the color bar. That color there. No, more to the side there. Right. I'm going to pick that up. Okay, come on, there we go. There we go. Right.
Don't touch any buttons. I've got it on. Just set it in the chair. That way it can't ring.
Right, we're going to do the lips now. And what did I select? Let me just undo that quickly. Yeah, stigmata, that's fine. And do the lips.
So you're doing that in Stefano?
Yeah. I'm putting that in stigmata so that I've got that extra detail there. And I'm using a different color altogether there, and I will do the top lip in one color. I mean the same color, but I'll do the top lip separately from the bottom lip, so that I can actually have more information that comes through that I can utilize in the process there. And if you really have a bad photo, it becomes difficult because you need to think of what things are supposed to look like and not really see what you're working with.
Right. Yeah, because most of the photographs I get are not that great.
There we go. Do the right stitches. And we're going to do the bottom lip as well. Okay, I need to give it a little bit of thickness at the bottom here. So we're going to move over that area there. And then go down and up that side. Right, and then go back. So I would like to enhance the lips just go and insert the node there and just bring that in a slight bit there, and then close edges and generate stitches. And then go back to 3D mode so that we can actually see what we did there. color is not exactly what I was looking for. Let's see if we can fix that up a bit. More to this side. There we go.
Better.
Right, so now we've done the lips. If I just zoom out a bit. And stigmata is not that dense under normal circumstances, so you can work with two layers of stigmata, the one over the other one. But with the teeth and the eyes, I would rather cut away because those stitches that's in the way there is not really going to be of any benefit to your design. I've got that stitching around the face there when we get to the face, but that's 100%. Right, let's go down to the mouth now.
Hi, Philip. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go now.
Is that...
Thanks for everything. I'll...
Sue?
That's Sue.
Sue,
Yeah, I'll catch up
enjoy
later.
your evening.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Philip.
Pleasure, my dear. Go well.
See you next week.
100%.
Okay, cheers. Bye.
Right, now, was there a question somewhere else?
No, I was going to tell you that really, you know, I think it defined you did the lips really good.
Okay, thank you. Just want to zoom in a little bit more. Right, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to go for the teeth, and the teeth I would like to do in a grey, but just nearly white. And you need to sort that out when you get to the stitching, that you need to pick up the right thread for it. Okay, so with the teeth I'm going to start off on the left hand side and just go and do what I can see there as close as possible to what's visually available. And here I'm going to work at an angle which is very, very close to 0, because I would like to have the teeth, the stitch direction to run across and not in any point run down. So I normally don't like to work with 0, but 5 degrees should do it. And I don't like full 1. There we go. Generate stitches, it's done. And perhaps I should go over to normal view, that I can see where I stopped. Here we go. And let's go for the next one. Okay. Remember, we've got the start and end options with full stitches. So you can determine what the starting point of an area is and what the end point of that area is. And you'll definitely use that here. But you would like it to stop and start without having any type of a jump stitch. Again, same thing, go for full 2, change the degrees to 5. And generate stitches, edit, and just go and add that last bit, the end point here, place full end point here on the other side. Okay, can you see the space that I've got there? So my angle of 5 is not working. I need to change that angle so that I can get more stitches in there. I'm just going to move it up a slight bit so that I can, yep, might be better. How big was our design when we started with it? 14 by 20. 140 by 200. Group size. My audience is so quiet. Can they help out?
Just watching. I'm enthralled with what you're doing.
Can you remember last
Yeah, I
week?
think I've seen.
Last week what we said, what was the size of this design? Was it 140 by 200?
I don't know.
That seems right.
Yeah, I think it was, Phil.
I think we set it up for the Husqvarna hoop size somewhere close to that. Because I know Betty, Judy, you and Betty has got the Vikings, eh?
I do, yes, and I think Betty does.
Betty has also got it.
In my notes, I have 140 by 200.
140 by 200. Okay, that's great. I was thinking that was the case, but I wasn't sure. There we go. That's much better. Again, and then start. And I need to do the gums last because we need to have the gums go over those edges a little bit up there, and then go back to 15 degrees. Come on, there we go, and fold 2. There you go. And those stitches. Yep. Edit. Move the starting point. Move the ending point, and let's create insert there. Move the ending point so that the ending point becomes the starting point of the next tooth. And then we can go on. Close edges. It's a little bit in. Right, let's go. 15 degrees. And fold 2. Generate stitches. Done, and it's another few to go.
I think we've lost the video.
Yeah.
Did you lose video?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I'm still on tooth 3.
Me too.
Okay, I'm just going
Yeah,
to
when
ask
the
it to
start, it kind of stopped.
we should have 2, 4, 5 teeth visible by now.
No.
2.5.
It's just
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
There we go.
Yep.
right. Okay, it wasn't the tooth mouth, the tooth fairy that came in. It was just the computer.
Philip, what did
Yes.
you do when you changed the start and end? What was it that you did?
Okay, let me show you. I'm going to click on this on the last one. Right click, go to edit.
Yes.
Can you see the notes yet? Not yet. No, you can't.
Not yet.
I'm just waiting for the screen to change so that you can see that.
Okay.
Yes.
To see it now. Right, you'll see the
Yes.
note on the left hand side, the big one with the plus sign through and the little like an arrow going to the left. That's now the start and
Yes.
the end point. And for me to move across from one tooth to the next one, I need to move my start and end point. So my start point must be closest to the last tooth, but my end point must be closest to the next one that I want to do. So I'm going to the right hand side now and select the little square icon on the square note on the right hand side, and you should see it now. and then right-click with your mouse on that node,
Okay.
and then you've got the option to say place full endpoint here.
Got it.
Yep.
So you can actually go and change the starting point and the ending points of your full area.
Okay.
And that will eliminate all your jumps. Because the next one that I will start now will be then at exactly on top of the ending point. And the teeth are shining so nicely that you can't really see where they oh, delete that note there.
Should you do the lower one first?
It doesn't really
It's
matter.
sew it
basic.
Doesn't
Yeah.
really matter, Judy. What I would do is I would do the one that I feel comfortable with first. Once they're done, I will combine the top section into one group, and then I'll do and hide them and do the other section, and then move the one below the other one. You can just change the order of
Yeah.
your design.
Right.
So it doesn't really
So
matter.
that the bottom sews first.
Yeah, the bottom should sew
Yeah.
first, and then the top should sew second. And then we change full stitch. Where do we go from there? It's done. Generate stitch. Come on. Generate stitches. It's done. And remember again, like with the eyes, we'll take the mouth portion and move that in before the face. So that it basically, the stomata will go over it at the end. That's done. I just want to go and do that last two. So I see we're running out of. Those edges. I'll have a jump here, but I'm not going to worry about this jump because this jump we'll cover with the gums. And when you zoom in like that, you might try to fix everything perfect, but remember, it's not that big an area. I think we're working with a very small area. And it's not possible to bring the detail in as you would do with a sketch or a photo, or a drawing, computer art. Do not stop there. And the screen has just changed. And then I'm going to do the last one. And the same stitch direction upset. That's done, that's fine. Okay, right. Now I'm going to join the whole lot together. So they become one entity. And we're just going to go and put the guns in. And the gums I'm going to put inside the lip area because of the fact that the stigmata of the face and the lips will stitch over it. I shouldn't have a problem hiding that. Delete, that's too many notes. There you go. Right. Is the screen still working? fix all the notes, but just go through. Those edges and work on about 35 degrees. I'm going to go for my favorite random. What is that? 4-5. And I just need to move the gums line out so that it doesn't look jerky on the sides where the teeth is. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's fine. And generate stitches. That's too much ink. I'm just going to 3D so that we can see what happens in 3D. I'm just going to go and change my background so that we have a better idea of what we can see and what we can't see. And that one stitches first, that one stitches second, so it's 14 and 15, join them together. And basically, Judy, now in the new object number 14, you'll have the teeth underneath and the gums on top of the teeth. And I can now go
And all of it under the face.
and now I need to take that, and they need to go and be before the face.
You say the teeth underneath the gums?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. No,
Are you sure not the other way around?
No, it'll stitch the teeth out first, and then it'll stitch the gums out second.
Yeah.
But doesn't that make them gums? That's when you digitized it. I thought you put the gums under the teeth.
Yeah, and in sequence, if you look at it, it's actually object number 11 and 12. 11 is the teeth, and 12 is the gums.
And I'm just suggesting that it should be the other way around.
The problem is if you do that, you'll have your white portions of the teeth sticking out at the top.
Yeah.
And you
But
won't.
I thought that was the way you digitized it. Yeah.
Well, you did, but
I
you
did.
can change it around when you're done.
I didn't really change it around. I'll let me just take it back and show you what I did there. And then just there you go.
To me, there's too much gum showing. I think the teeth should be on top.
Yeah, but that could be it all. But remember that what it also said is this: you need to have a look at this because your total area that you're working on, you know, the teeth area in total is like 1.8 centimeters by 0.7 of a centimeter, and your gums is fairly much the same. So it'll. I would like it to stitch the teeth first and then the gums. And I'll show you now. I just want to move that, join the mouth section together as well. And then move the mouth to after. And move the face to before. And let's just zoom in a bit.
I think it's also going to look a lot different when you sew it out.
Now, I would also like to just change the color. The color to me is a little bit too much. You should be able to see it now, Judy, but I can see what you're talking about. There's too much gums there, yeah?
Yeah, when you digitized it, you came down into the teeth. Switch them around, and I bet you it looks better.
Okay, we can have a look and see what they do. And have a look and see what it does. Good work.
There, that's better.
That could work. That could work 100%. Right, I just want to go and save this quickly.
You're right, Judy.
Yeah, he digitized it with the gums coming down into the teeth.
But the gums do grow over the teeth.
They do, yes. That's
No, I'm just talking about the picture. Yeah.
But the idea is that you need to find out which one of the two will show the teeth the best.
Right.
This is nice.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to turn it the opposite way of what you think it will be.
Right, so I'm going to save it.
Yeah, that looks good.
And I will upload class number 2. And I promise I will finish it before we get to the next tomato class in March, so that you can go and stitch it out. But I'm uploading the EOF file as well for you, so that you all can play with the EOF file as well.
Okay.
The eye is wonderful.
Yeah, I tried to do the teeth, Phil, and you gave me some really good pointers because I did it pretty much the way you had it individually, but mine just came out really crappy, so I know what I did wrong.
Okay. Stitch angle is one of the things, especially with teeth. You must be careful if you take your stitch angle too close to 90 degrees or 270, it's stitching in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that's what I did. I kept going,
Downwards.
you know, up, and it, yeah, and it just looked horrible.
Yeah. Right, ladies, thank you very much for attending the class tonight. Bonnie, thank you for being here. Gwen, same to you. I hope you will have a chance to meet with us next time again.
Well, I plan on it.
I'll be there
Thank you,
too.
Philip.
I'll see you guys next time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, all.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks, Philip.
Pleasure. Thanks,
Thank you,
Elizabeth.
Phil.
Bye. Bye. And Caroline.
Bye.
Philip, beautiful, beautiful class.
Let's change that.